Hello and welcome back. Today, we are going to get into something that really separates the folks who are just playing with AI from the ones who are actually getting massive value from it. So, if you've ever felt like you're not getting everything you can out of tools like ChatGPT or Claude, well, you're in the right place, and we're going to fix that right now. We're moving beyond simple questions to really unlock some serious power. Okay, let's get into it. You know, this quote, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We've all been there. You ask a quick question, you get a quick answer, and you move on. And sure, it's fast, it's easy, but honestly, it's like having a supercomputer on your desk and only using it to check the weather. You're barely, and I mean barely, scratching the surface of what it can do. And here's the thing, that leaves so much business value on the table. The real magic, the absolute game changer, isn't getting one perfect answer. It's getting the AI to automate entire complex workflows for you. The people who are really crushing it with AI, they're breaking down big problems into a series of smaller steps. And today, we're going to show you exactly how they do it. So our very first stop is all about getting the AI to think less like a simple calculator and more like a seasoned expert. This is the foundation, you guys. It's the skill that makes everything else we're about to talk about even possible. Okay, so it has a fancy name, chain of thought prompting, or COT for short. But the idea is incredibly simple, and it's so powerful. Instead of just asking for the final answer, you're telling the AI to show its work, just like your old math teacher used to say. This way, you don't just get the what, you get the how and the why behind it. Now, why does this matter so much? Well, the practical impact is huge. Research has actually shown that making an AI explain itself can slash mistakes by anywhere from 20 to 40%. That's massive. You also get complete transparency into its logic, which, is pretty crucial if you're making a business decision based on it. And finally, you get consistency. No more asking the same question twice and getting wildly different answers. Look, if you take only one thing away from this section, please make it this right here. Just adding this simple phrase, think step by step before you answer, has been shown to boost accuracy by an average of 25%. It is, without a doubt, the easiest and fastest way to get better, more reliable results from your AI, period. And here you can really see the difference it makes in the real world. That basic prompt on the left, it's basically asking for a yes or no. You might as well flip a coin. But the chain of thought prompt on the right, now that's an analysis. It forces a structured, systematic evaluation. You get a scorecard, a real breakdown that you can actually trust to make a smart decision. It's a total game changer. Okay, so once you've mastered getting the AI to think in steps, the next level, the really exciting part, is connecting those thoughts together. This is where we go from getting one smart response to building a fully automated workflow. This is called prompt chaining, and it's basically an assembly line for AI. Each prompt has one specific job to do, and when it's done, it passes its work on to the next station in the chain. The output of one step literally becomes the input for the next. Now, you might be thinking, hey, why not just write one super long, complicated prompt that does everything at once? It's a fair question, but the reason is focus. A single massive prompt trying to do 4 things at once will probably do all of them kind of poorly. But a chain of 4 focused prompts, where each one has one clear job, they'll excel at every single step. Plus, if something breaks, you know exactly which link in the chain needs fixing, instead of trying to debug one giant messy monster of a prompt. This table really lays it all out. A strong chain? It's got focused prompts. Information flows logically from one step to the next. You can check the quality between steps, and fixing errors is a breeze. A weak chain, on the other hand, is just a bunch of vague, disconnected prompts where you basically just cross your fingers and hope for the best. The key is to design your chains with intention. All right, enough theory. Let's look at what this stuff actually looks like when you put it to work. I've got 3 examples from totally different parts of a business that you could probably adapt and start using today. First up, content marketing. This 5-step chain can take you from just a handful of keywords all the way to a fully drafted SEO-optimized blog post with social media promotions ready to go. Just think about that for a second. A task that would take a human writer half a day, maybe more, can now be done in like 15 minutes of review time. The efficiency gain here is just off the charts. Next up, sales. Imagine a new prospect email lands in your inbox.
This chain can automatically scan it for buying signals, score how good of a fit they are, figure out the best next steps, and even draft a personalized response for you. It literally turns inbox noise into a prioritized, actionable lead in seconds. This isn't just about saving time, it's about responding faster and smarter so you can close more deals.
And for all my customer support people out there, this chain adds a serious layer of intelligence to every single new ticket. It can categorize the issue, figure out the customer's emotional state. Are they frustrated, confused, assign a priority, and then draft a thoughtful initial response. This is how you get way beyond those generic auto replies and start providing a personalized, efficient experience that actually makes customers happy. Okay, so you've seen the what and the why. Now, let's talk about the how. Building your own chains is a process, for sure, but I promise it's easier than you might be thinking. Honestly, the whole process just boils down to these 4 steps. First, just map out how a person would do the task manually. What are the steps? Then translate each of those steps into its own specific AI prompt. After that, test the whole chain with some real data, see where it shines and where it stumbles. And finally, you just refine your prompts based on those results. The goal isn't perfection on your first try. The goal is just to keep making it better. And as you're refining your prompts, I want to give you 3 little tricks that will give you an immediate boost in quality. First, assign the AI a role. Tell it who to be. Second, be super specific about the format you want back. And third, define what success actually looks like. Telling the AI what a good response includes is one of the most powerful things you can do to get exactly what you want. Okay, and this is so important. I know it's tempting to build a chain and immediately hook it up to some automation tool. Please, resist that urge. Run your chain manually, maybe 10 or 20 times. This is going to teach you where it's likely to fail and, crucially, where you still need a human to look things over for quality control. You have to validate it first, then you can automate it. So if you only take one big idea away from our entire chat today, let it be this. Stop thinking in single questions and start thinking in sequences. The real transformative power of AI in business isn't about finding one-off answers. It's about building reliable, repeatable systems that solve complex problems step by step. And that brings us to the end. The techniques we've talked about today, chain of thought and prompt chaining, these are the real keys to unlocking some serious value. So the question I'll leave you with is this. What tedious, multi-step process in your job is just sitting there, waiting for you to turn it into your first intelligent AI chain? Thanks for tuning in.